Welcome to Verbier, home to some of the world's best big mountain terrain and the legendary Xtreme Verbier. The event started 25 years ago and acted as the foundation for the Freeride World Tour. This is the story of the rivalries the Bec des Roses has inspired over the years. In 2004, skiers were finally invited to compete at the Verbier Xtreme. No more forerunning or demonstrations. It was time to show the world what big mountain skiers could do on this legendary face.
This year, in the 9th edition of the event, and for the first time ever in the contest, 10 skiers will also be descending in the daunting face of the Bec.
2005 was also the year that Michoa won on the Bec. A convert from mogul skiing, Michoa put his acrobatic skills to breathtaking use, inspiring generations of skiers to come. Ever the showman, Michoa came back in 2006 and sacrificed a win for one of the most impressive drops ever seen on this mountain.
To my eyes, the most memorable sequence of Michoa was the year he jumped that, 25-meter long backflip down the Bec.
I was already on the jump. I'd been concentrating only on the jump the whole time. And when I saw that, I said, okay, cool, no worries. The rocks don't bother me. And I sent it. In 2008 marked the start of the Freeride World Tour, with the Verbier Xtreme becoming the final of this 4-stop tour. With the event now being beamed live to a global audience, there was even more pressure on the organisers to pick the perfect conditions to run the event.
During the whole winter, we monitor the face. We go in the face, we cut the snow to see how the layers are stable, so that the avalanche danger is close to zero.
But conditions change fast in the mountains, and despite all of the precautions, even the best laid plans come undone. And so, in 2008, with the final of the new Freeride World Tour only days away, Mother Nature called the shots once again.
We were on the mountain with the head guide, Claude Alain, on the Thursday. We knew it was sketchy, but we had hopes that this last layer of snow would consolidate with the changes of temperatures. And Claude Alain just moved a little stone out of the way very high on the mountain, and that triggered the avalanche.
And I look up and it literally was like a billowing wave. I just see this massive amount of snow coming down on us. And I realize that I think I'm gonna be all right, and I kind of look to my left and I look where Kai is, and Kai's right in the middle of it, and I was just like, oh no, Kai, no.
Oh, look at the people, look at the people. I got super scared and turned around, skied away, but I traversing out from that avalanche, and then in the next chute over came an even bigger avalanche from that too.
And I come racing down towards that, and all of a sudden just right around this little rock, and I see him, and I was just, oh my God, I can't believe he's there. I was almost guaranteed that he was gonna be 20 feet deep, and it was gonna be a body recovery situation. I was just so happy to see him. We just hugged and hugged.
Two best friends who always stayed together, even sharing their hotel room in Verbier, became the greatest rivals of the Bec, Kai Zakriksson and Aurélien Ducrot.
I was so happy when they announced me and Aurélien up on the podium, the winner together. That's a great feeling. It was perfect.
Because it was my first big victory, and also because I shared it with Kai. Their rivalry over the next few years was instrumental in pushing the boundaries of skiing on the Bec. As they tried to outdo each other with bigger cliffs and faster lines, both riders would raise their game, alternating wins and podium places. Then, in 2010, with epic snow conditions on the Bec, and both skiers at the peak of their powers, the two men would face off one last time in a classic showdown. With both of them having skied the same line and the same cliffs with near identical speed and fluidity, it was once again nearly impossible to separate the two men. After a long and anxious wait, the result was announced. Stay tuned for the next episode of Xtreme Verbier, where we meet two of the kings of the Bec des Rosses.